Hello. I'm doing another one of these what I've been watching videos, you know, the little bite-sized ones, because I'm just so damn excited about like the physical media I've been consuming lately, and I just wanted to talk about it basically on a video. I know I do the monthly sort of like overview of what I've watched, you know, the longer video, which is screen record, which I'm still doing, which is mainly audio as well, but I just thought I'd talk about some of the bits I've been watching. So I picked out five what I've watched over the past couple of days. I've been having a Mario Bava binge because I'm doing a Mario Bava ranking. I'm also going to get to finishing that when the Planet of the Vampires is released next week. I'll be getting the new Radiance Blu-ray, so I'll do an unboxing and review of that, and I'll also be able to consider that for the ranking video. So anyway, let's just get to it. I wanted to start on with this one. I rewatched it earlier, literally today, on Tuesday, and that's Dario Argento's Inferno. Like, not seen it for years. I remember it being excellent, but wow, has this gone up even more in my estimation? And I already thought it was a phenomenal film with a great colour palette, and it's very ambitious as far as the cinematography is concerned and the filmmaking in general. It could almost, not narratively, but as far as the cinematography is concerned and the different shots and the ambitious camera work from Argento, in that regard, it could rival Suspiria, you know, visually, and it's just amazing. Yeah, gives you a bit more meat as far as the Three Mothers is concerned. Obviously, it's the German one in Suspiria. A few years later, Inferno set mainly in New York. Basically, yeah, this lady starts reading the book about the Three Mothers. This hard book, this hardback old book, and it tells you how there's one in Germany. That's the one from Suspiria. There's a mother in Italy, Rome, and there's a mother in New York, and she goes to an old bookstore where she bought the book from, speaks to the guy, and then finds her way into the basement. And then obviously when she gets into the basement, she's looking for a key that's supposed to be there, and when she dives into the hole in the ground, you know, she's looking for the key and she gets hold of the key, but then a passageway opens and loads of corpses come, and she's really scared, and the corpses keep knocking into her, so she swims back to the surface, gets out of there, subsequently gets killed later on. Sorry about the spoiler, but I did want to talk about this in depth. And yeah, it's just a gorgeous film. It looks amazing. Like I said, could rival Suspiria visually. Argento really did a fantastic job with this one. Yeah, flawless bit of filmmaking. I watched this edition, the Arrow, really nice edition. I think it's been out a while now. It needs a 4K. I mean, this Blu-ray looks fantastic. The whole colour palette really shines visually. You know, on a good 4K TV, it looks pretty damn nice. Can't complain there. Very nice. Just would like to see a 4K of it. It's got great cover art too. Absolutely beautiful. Great Blu-ray edition. But yeah, get a 4K, please. I'd love Arrow to do a 4K since they've done other sets like Deep Red and Phenomena, Tenebrae, you know, and the other stuff they've done. Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Cat and Nine Tails. It'd be great to see Inferno get a 4K. But there's some other great scenes in there as well. I mean, and then you go to Italy. The woman from the beginning's brother's there. He receives a letter from her. You know, can you come back to New York and help me? Like, you know, I think I'm in this building that's supposed to be built by this architect who worked for the Three Mothers, who designed all of their buildings in the different countries. And she's really scared because she hears people whispering and keeps seeing shadows. And, you know, she feels like she's being chased and being watched. And it turns out she is. Some great gore scenes in there, some great kills. Brilliant climax. That kind of like, it's a bit like, you know, when Susie discovers the mother in Suspiria and she goes into her chambers, etc. There's a sort of scene that resembles that slightly in Inferno, but with the gentleman. He goes in an underground chamber, finds the mother from New York. She's sat at a table with her head down, then she gets up. She's supposed to be the youngest and the cruelest, apparently. And yeah, and she just goes at him basically. You know, she's saying all these crazy lines and stuff. Men have called us one thing, and that's death throughout time. Turns into a huge like skeleton reaper figure, and then the whole building just burns down. And just the colour palette's amazing. Yeah, check out Inferno. If you love Suspiria and you've never seen Inferno, you got to watch it. This was a great rewatch. Phenomenal. Went up in my estimation. Like I said, I had a Mario Bava binge. I won't go through all of them on this video because I wanted to mix it up a little bit, but I will be doing my ranking. There'll be more than 9, by the way. On a post I put out, I said it'll be top 9. I actually found more Mario Bava films that I own. So it'll be all the films I own and have seen that I'll rank. I think there's going to end up being about 12, including that new release when I've watched it, of Planet of the Vampires. But I watched this absolute brilliant proto-slasher. I have seen it before, I think it's 1971, and that's A Bay of Blood. It predates Friday the 13th, John Carpenter's Halloween, Bob Clark's Black Christmas. It's even like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre OG. It's A Bay of Blood, and it's such a great slasher. If you want to call it a slasher, it is a slasher. It's probably one of the first sort of hard slashers in some regard. It depends what you determine, you know, how you see things. But yeah, what a proto slasher. What a way to get things going from Mario Bava, set in this bay. There's some people who still live there. Some people want to buy them out, buy their property and do something, renovate the bay, change things. Obviously, they're being stubborn and they don't want to move. People keep getting killed. A group of youngsters go to the bay to party. It's a very sort of desolate bay as well. It's quite a nice area, but it's a bit run down. But there's a lot of money there and some big houses and things. And there's still some residents, and they all have grudges with one another. And it's a very like sinister film as well, very eerie looking around the bay. Yeah, these young people just get butchered. Terrific scene where the woman strips naked and jumps in the jumps in the ocean, and then she climbs back up, and then she's being chased and stuff. It's by somebody with a sickle. It's quite ambiguous to who the killers are or the killer. I won't give that away, but yeah, so much good gore and nastiness. Yeah, brilliant scene at the beginning where the old lady in the wheelchair gets strung up and hung. She starts choking and she's, you know, moving around and also, you know, doing all these movements when she's hanging, you know, basically just, yeah, being hung, strung up. Yeah, really nasty film, but really brilliant film. Great gore, great like blood, special, you know, great blood effects. Really nasty, really dark Mario Bava movie here. It's got nudity in there, violence, you know, everything sort of like a slasher fan wants. And I think it's one of the best, sort of one of his best movies, definitely. Probably wouldn't call it his best, but you'll see in the ranking, but it ranks very high. That's A Bay of Blood, this nice Arrow edition. Let's quick look at that. I think it's out of print now. I'd love to see this get a 4K as well, which is the case with most films that I enjoy. I'd love to see more Mario Bava get a 4K. I know we've had like Blood and Black Lace, but let's get A Bay of Blood on 4K. Just a quick one I'll cover. It was all right. It was a new pickup. It's kind of like a 70s occult movie, and this is the Mephisto Waltz. I picked up this edition last week. Had a little look at it. It's a bit of a weird one. It's about this guy who's basically embodying somebody else, and he starts to get really good at playing the piano, and his wife is a little curious to what's going on, and there's some dodgy occult dealings. But it's an okay sort of 70s movie, good like a 70s vibe and aesthetic. Yeah, worth a look, the Mephisto Waltz. Didn't love it. I'd give it like 3 out of 5. You know, pretty good. Anyway, before I continue with the remainder of this video, got a couple of t-shirt pickups. I don't know if anybody's interested, but I'll show them off anyway a little bit. So I've got some Gutter Gobs stuff. I love buying Gutter Gobs. I import them from the USA. You get points as well when you purchase stuff. I've got loads of Gutter Gobs t-shirts, but I've got 2 new ones that I never had. And I picked up this Creepshow 2 one, so I don't know if you can see that. Nice Creepshow 2 one like that. Really nice. Little model for your yeah, Creepshow 2. And I also picked up this quite a new release from them, a new t-shirt print they've put out. And they all have lovely prints. The cotton's so soft and comfortable, quite luxurious in its own right from Gutter Gobs. They're good quality, top quality stuff, and they have quality prints as well. And I got this Pumpkinhead one. I don't know if you can see that. Pretty damn nice. But that's just something I just thought I'd do a little interval in the middle of the video. So 2 more things to go through. I'll talk about this one. Obviously, it was released last month in the UK on 4K. Finally got around to watching Aliens. I've heard some criticism regarding the James Cameron's transfers, because people think they're too polished, and a lot of the way the film originally looked has all gone, and you know, it's all been polished up digitally, and it's a, you know, digital restoration, and a lot of the there's not much grain, and things have been cleaned too much, and it just looks too sparkly and clean. I thought The Abyss looked great, and I think Aliens look fantastic. Yeah, it probably doesn't look like how it did. It doesn't look like my Blu-ray looks when I last watched it on Blu-ray years ago. It doesn't even look like that. It looks better. It looks cleaner. Yeah, I know people like to see the film in its original state, but if you want to do that, go ahead, get your VHS out, put that on, get your old DVD out, put that on, keep it all, because you've got your DVD, then you've got your new transfer so you can watch it in its best quality, or you can go back and watch it how it used to look in the theatres and stuff. But yeah, I thought this looked amazing. It looked like it was filmed yesterday, as I said with The Abyss. The film's absolutely brilliant. Not seen it for a few years, like I said, but I love the whole narrative. I think it's slightly better than Alien. Alien's very good, but Alien's a more linear movie with sort of like a slasher in space with an alien, with a xenomorph. Aliens, James Cameron upped the ante from what Ridley Scott did. He made it bigger, bolder, badder, more xenomorphs. You got the Queen in there, you got the Marines, plenty of action, plenty of great dialogue. Great characters. Ripley's back. She's even more badass in this film. She's great. I mean, she's badass enough in Alien, but yeah, Sigourney Weaver does a great job as Ripley. Yeah, you got Bill Paxton's character Hudson. You got the other guys. I forget his name now, but you got the really cowardly guy who's the representative of the company, who goes out to with them to the xenomorph infested planet, and he's a absolute bitch, and he tries to double cross them, but he gets his comeuppance in the end, which is really fun to watch. But yeah, such a big movie, like a lot bigger than Alien. It feels bigger, you know, like when they're in the when they go to the where the xenomorph eggs are, they don't really understand what's going on, and then they start to hatch, and the xenomorphs are attacking the Marines, and it just all goes down. Everything kicks off, and you know, there's just fire blasting everywhere, and they've got the flamethrowers, and they're told not to they're told to stand their guns down, you know, they're told to empty their guns of the bullets and not shoot, because they'll end up making the premises explode, so they've got to use flamethrowers. It's such a good movie, and I love it. 5 out of 5, and the new transfer looks great on 4K. So one more to do in this quick video, and it's a rewatch, as a lot of these have been apart from the Mephisto waltz, and that is it 1979? 1978, Ozploitation film, Patrick. I've had this indicated for a couple of months. I saw the film when I had the Severin Blu-ray years ago. I got around to watching this on Sunday night, and it's a great 4K, looks very nice from Indicator, good transfer. Film's brilliant. Yeah, I really enjoyed watching Patrick again. Yeah, lovely set as well from Indicator. That's just a J-Cob that wraps around. It's a numbered edition as well. Utterly fantastic. Tells the story of Patrick. He's had a fatal accident after he gets very disturbed and angered when his mother's in the bathtub with a gentleman friend. He tries to burn them alive, and he obviously ends up critically harming himself. He is now basically a vegetable in a hospital bed, can't communicate. He's just basically on life support, just ticking over, just the brain's still working, but nothing's being comprehended apparently or absorbed from what's going on around him. He's just there with his eyes open like that, just basically running on fumes. This nurse, she's employed by the the hospital, starts looking after Patrick, and starts coming to the realization that Patrick can actually is aware of what's going on, and he can control things with his mind, and has telekinetic powers. Brilliant film, Patrick. Good exploitation. Really enjoyed it. So they're the watches, basically, what I've been watching over the past couple of days. There's been some more Mario Bava stuff. I watched like the Kautiki, the Immortal Monster, rewatch Baron Blood. I'll talk about them in some different videos. I do have Letterboxd, so if you look on the Skin Crawlers page, I mean, you've got Letterboxd. You know, if you want to follow me, I'll follow you back, of course. Have a look, because it does, you know, I do watch a lot of movies. So if you like seeing what other people watch as I do, I like Letterboxd, because I get to get ideas and see what other people are watching, see if there's anything I want to check out, and I can read a little review as well, which is interesting. You know, give me a follow on Letterboxd. But yeah, so I watched Aliens, brilliant. Patrick again, the Mephisto waltz, the bloody and brilliant A Bay of Blood, and of course the absolutely beautifully stunning Inferno from Dario Argento. Yeah, they're just a quick weekly thing I'm doing now, where I take some of my watches and I talk about them. I won't be talking about everything I watch a lot more than that, but that'll be on the monthly what I've watched video. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, hanging out. That's the end of the video. Anyway, just thought I'd do a quick one. Have a great evening, whatever you're doing. Yeah, see you later.